going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire. The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
A Moment in Real Estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here back to Marshall County as we are here for the Class 3A Region 4 District 8 Softball Championship. This game will feature the Lady Cats of Lawrence County taking on the Marshall County Tigerettes. Hayden Burks on the call momentarily. Taylor Plott will be joining me here shortly. He's having to put in his lineup sheet as just got done with Lawrence County versus Tullahoma. First game of the day here in Marshall County as Lawrence County trailed 6-4 and then a 3-run homer by Giselle Maldonado took care of business, and Lawrence County with that punched their ticket into the region tournament for the first time since 2017. So they got that monkey off their back, and now they're looking to have some fun and go try to win 2 ball games and take home a district championship. Taking a look here at the lineup here for the Lady Cats. Same thing as usual. Maddie Dollar leading off, followed by Lady Kate Ken. Not much of a difference. DP will be Hagan, as Callie Brown will be on the mound. Hadley Patterson, she will come in. She'll be the 8-hole hitter. So Lawrence County, they've went 1 for 2 so far today. Number 1 was try to get the first win and get into the region. Now it's try to go get a championship. Taylor Plott looks like he's ready to go, so I'll let him take over.
I think I got myself situated. We're about to find out if that's actually true or not.
Taylor, all I'm going to say is those French fries, if they sit there long enough, they might be gone because I might get them. We had a little bit of supper between games.
I tell you one thing. There was chaos that was happening on the ball field, but there was chaos that was happening at the concession stand.
Right. If there's not chaos at concession stand, the food's not good. That's what I always say.
2-0 count to start things off here to Maddie Dollar. As in there for a strike.
So let's settle back in. Had a thriller there late in the first game, Taylor. So,
just happy that these ladies are able to not only be in this championship game, but punch their ticket to the region.
Yep. So now they know their season not going to come to an end, so they can relax on that one. It's what I said at the start, as we're going to – they're going to be definitely relaxed, but they got goal 1 out of 2 done today is get that first game and punch your ticket to the region, and now let's go win a district championship. You got to win 2, though. That one swung on.
Swing and bunt, basically.
And got him. Pretty close route call, looked like. So,
tell you one thing, I now fully understand why there's chaos at the concession stand. They got some sliders that are fantastic.
They are. See, I didn't have time to eat the other one, but I'm going to during a commercial break or something.
My watch, I might steal that one too.
That French fries I'm telling you, French fries are where it's at.
They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Brings up Lady Kate King.
Tell you what, Laney Kate had a fantastic defensive effort in that 7th inning. She swings and misses for a strike one there. I mean, I took full extension over there in left field foul territory. Almost got the 3rd out. Poked over to the shortstop. That's Walls. Throw over to first is just in time. So 2 ground outs here to start things off here at the top of the 1st. And Giselle Maldonado, the hero of last game, is coming up to the plate.
Hope they did their homework. You didn't have to watch film on the last game because they were here watching it. So Marshall County knows exactly what happened the game before between Tullahoma and Lawrence County.
3-run blast to send the Cats to the championship game. Grounder, third base, throw over to first is going to be in time. 3 up, 3 down to start things off here in the top of the 1st championship game. Marshall County's coming up next. You're watching Lawrence County Softball here on the Exports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network alongside Hayden Burks. I'm Taylor Plott going to the bottom of the 1st inning here. Due up for the Marshall County Tigerettes will be Taylor, Mason, and Stewart. 1, 2, 3 spots in the lineup. Remaining part of the lineup. Batting 4th is Walls, batting 5th is Ridley, batting 6th is Cole. Batting 7th is Ketchum, batting 8th is Weiser, and batting 9th is Perryman.
So, see what Lawrence County has for Marshall County. Last time these two teams played was this past Tuesday. So, missed away.
Kylie Brown is the pitcher for Lawrence County this evening, as we kind of suspected.
8th start of the season.
Yeah, 2-0 count to start things off to the leadoff hitter, Taylor. Looking into right field. Looks like nobody's really doing the slip and slide, but the party is starting over there, which is very nice to see. That pitch is fouled off.
Well, I'm going to make a claim for us next year for all 3 of our high schools when it comes to softball and baseball to have something out in left and right field at all times. I think that'd be fun for everybody involved.
That ball misses, 2-1. Three-one miss is just outside, ball 4, and leadoff hitter is on base here to start things off for Marshall County.
She's going to take off for second on this first pitch.
It's going to be first pitch.
Yeah.
Tell you one thing, going back to that party out there in right field, I'm completely with you. Every high school field needs to have a little party area where get the students out there having a good time, cheering on the team, and
having fun.
Just adding some good energy to the ballpark. Bunt.
All right. right.
Third base, Matty Dollar throws over to first in time and over to third. I tell you what,
That's
Taylor
wheels.
did not stop running.
Nope, that is straight wheels.
So Taylor makes her way to third base, but there's one out. So the first run of the ball game is just 60 feet away for Marshall County. Let's see if Callie Brown and the Lady Cats can lock in and prevent that from scoring. First pitch is fouled back right by us.
As final score from Forest. Forest defeated Summertown 6-0, so their season will come to an end there.
Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Now, the Lawrence County baseball, they don't play until...
They play at 7:30.
They play tonight at 7:30, okay.
They play Stone Memorial, so...
That game is a ways away from where we are.
Yep, ways away. AJ's on the call for that one.
Outside corner, strike 3. Great pitch by Callie.
This would be big to leave that runner stranded at third.
It would be. Now this will bring up the shortstop Walls. Check swings. Umpire says she did go. Strike 1. Speaking of the party stuff, what is it? It looks like it's a Hawaiian night or
yeah, it must be beach night.
Beach night or something.
That's
inside corner, strike 2. Callie's locking in. 1 strike away from sending us to the top of the second, scoreless. Oh, 2. Popped up. That's out behind us.
Everybody stay put.
Everybody stay put, yep.
We got 3 umpires in this game. Of course, this championship game, I think rule is you have to have 3 umpires in the championship game.
Yeah. So full umpiring crew out tonight. 0-2, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Callie gets out of it. Great pitching right there by Callie Brown. Runner stranded at third base. We're heading to the top of the second, scoreless. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the Exports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me over there.
I thought you were ready to go. I was like, okay, you ready? Because I didn't know.
I thought you were giving me the sign that I was on, and I was looking like, well, I'm not on yet.
Yeah. We're still trying to figure it out here.
I'll tell you one thing. I have finished the sliders. So the dinner part of the evening for me has been finished.
Yep.
And I tell you what, those sliders are fantastic.
Yeah, they are. I say I've got a few more bites left of mine. That's we're not as professional as Clint would say here on the Exports Network.
We're here in the top of the second inning. First pitch, or excuse me, second pitch by Hagan is just under it a little bit. Taylor out there in center field snags it for the first out.
Had the height. I say, compared to last game, I think, Taylor, this one might be what it was like on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Where runners are at a premium. Of course, they always are.
Runners are at a premium. Have not gone through all the lineups yet and defensive alignment, so might as well go ahead and do it right now. Maddie Dollar is the leadoff hitter for the Lady Cats. Laney Kate King batting second. Giselle Maldonado batting third. Hagan batting fourth. Batting fifth, and up to the plate, if I can talk, right now, up to the plate is Lily Lloyd. Batting sixth, Reagan Frakes. Batting seventh, Callie Brown. Batting eighth, Hallie Patterson. And batting ninth is Libby Burks. That pitch is in there for a strike. I'll bring the count to 1-1. For some reason, I don't have Libby's position in the field.
Well,
it was right field. I just didn't have it in the iPad. As that pitch misses for a ball, 2-1. The defensive alignment for the Marshall County Tigerettes. Nunley is the pitcher. Behind the plate is Stewart. Around the horn from third to first, Weiser, Walls, Ketchum, and Cole. And from left to right in the outfield, Mason, Taylor, and Perryman. Grounder over to the first baseman, Cole. Easy play over there for her. She steps on the bag for the second out. And that will bring up well, did I get the lineup wrong?
Brings up Lily Lloyd.
That's Lily.
Yeah.
I might have to do a switcheroo here. I might have gotten
the wrong
one or something.
I know Elizabeth's the DP, so then Hadley's in at left field.
That pitch misses for a ball. I have to do some finagling in the behind the scenes. .3-0.
And now this is where you just stay put and watch the pitch go by. See what happens, and we've seen it throughout the day, Taylor. With that first game, everybody did their damage with 2 outs mainly.
Mm-hmm. Pitch on the outside for a strike. Grounded foul.
Runs count full. 2 outs.
Oh, I see what I did. So after Hagan is Callie Brown, and I guess I didn't switch them.
Yeah, not too much of a difference, but just a little difference in the lineup. That's a swung on shot over to first. And in time, that one will end the inning. Nobody on for Lawrence County, as we'll be heading to the bottom of the second. See if they can do something there. That's Marshall County. That'll be coming up next here on the Next Sports Network.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
And welcome back to the X Sports Network. Taylor Plott here alongside with Hayden Burks. We're in the bottom of the second.
Game's been going by pretty quick.
It is.
Of course, again,
17 minutes elapsed already. Got the lineup all situated. I don't know what happened there, but after Hagan batting fourth, fifth is Callie Brown. Batting sixth is Lily Lloyd, and batting seventh is Frakes. So Frakes will be up to bat in the top of the third. Due up here is Ridley for Marshall County. That pitch is swung foul, 0-2. Defensive alignment for your Lady Cats tonight. Callie Brown is pitching behind the plate. Giselle Maldonado. Around the horn from third to first, Maddie Dollar, Lainey Kate King, Bella Grace Walker, and Reagan Frakes. And in the outfield from left to right, Hadley Patterson is in left field, Lily Lloyd, and Libby Burks.
That's a great pitch, trying to make her go get something upstairs. That's where I'll be camping. Trying to make her chase something.
Lady Cats did a great job there in the bottom of the first, getting out of not necessarily a huge jam, but preventing the first run of the ball game from scoring, stranding Taylor over there at third base.
And that's a huge out because she's a leadoff hitter. She's quick as lightning.
Exactly. 2-2 pitch. Popped out towards right and second. Underneath it is Bella Grace Walker, and she had to basically grab it with her hand instead of her glove.
Yeah.
She kind of pinched the ball and the glove together. Just give me her hand and the glove together with the ball.
Thought we were going to have a Tullahoma mishap there.
Yeah, really. Man, that was a huge error out there by short for Tullahoma.
It sure was.
That was Goad, who was over there at short, and she was the one that had the two-run homers in the game.
Yeah. I'm glad we ain't got to pitch to her.
Yeah, unfortunately for Tullahoma, that did end their season, and Hayden and I were kind of talking about it off screen after the game. We know that feeling all too well.
It's one of the worst feelings in the world.
I've told the story to Hayden. I won't get into the entire story, but back in my junior year of high school, we got to the state championship game. Grissom High School in Huntsville, Alabama, and we're playing Auburn High. It's our 6A baseball championship game, Game 3. We had a lead going into the sixth inning, and that got stolen away from us. We ended up losing that game. Cole battling here with the 1-2 count. That's going to be inside for a ball, 2-2.
Defense have been playing very good so far here through the inning and a third.
Heck, you could even go back to like the third or fourth inning of last game. Defense really started to lock down. The only mistake was that two-run homer to Goad in the fifth.
Finding ways to win, name of the game.
That pitch misses ball 4. So Cole makes her way down to first base. I'll bring up the second baseman, Ketchum.
I thought that was a train going through. That was actually the music.
I kind of thought the same thing.
Yeah.
So that pitch is in there for a strike.
I was like, I don't remember seeing any train tracks near here.
I see the party zone, the slip and slides, getting some activity over there in right field.
They're having a good time.
Swung on, fouled.
Man, they got an ATV out there. Man, they're just Party City.
I'm telling you, you need to swing that home plate camera around and take a look at things out there.
Zoom in on this one right beside us whenever we come back from break.
Whenever we get a chance. Inside, called strike 3. Callie's liking that inside corner. Ketchum goes down on strikes, 2 outs. That'll bring up third baseman Weiser. Yeah, you got a Jeep Wrangler out there. You got an ATV. Pitch swung on a miss.
I tell you what, you just wait till we get to the 4th and 5th inning, and then we're going to see a party out there.
Oh, yeah. Let's give him some time. Oh, just missed on the inside. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. And Lady Cats 1 strike away from stranding another base runner for Marshall County. This one, though, at first base. 1-2. Just inside, 2-2. That was inside. Weiser did a really good job of just standing in there. That was kind of getting close to possibly hitting her knee. That pitch swung foul. A very pleasant evening here in Lewisburg. Great night for some softball action. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Callie strikes out Weiser to end the inning. We're heading to the the top of the 3rd. Still scoreless here in Game 1 of the championship series here at Marshall County. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the X Sports Network.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the X Sports Network. There's a live look from the right field party area. Got a couple inner tubes down there. Slip and slide. Got I think it was a UTV, I think is what they call it.
Got slip and slide, cornhole, all that good stuff.
Looking fantastic out there in right field. Like Hayden said, just wait till we get like the 5th, 6th inning. That place is going to get rowdy.
Yeah, they're going to get loud.
That's going to be great. Love to see the energy out here. Championship Series. You should have some fun out here. Due up here for the Lady Cats is Reagan Frakes. This is going to be the 7-8-9 spot in the lineup. At first pitch, 2 Frakes is in there for a strike, 0-1. Tons of fans out here love the energy. Like I said, championship game, that's what it should feel like.
Here in the stands, on the rails, in the outfield, just everywhere you look, you see somebody.
Yep. And a great evening for it, like I mentioned. No rain, not too cold, not too warm, just right. Line drive, that's going to be a base hit, first hit of the game, actually. Goes to Reagan Frakes, and she gets things started here for the Lady Cats in the top of the 3rd.
All right, got to do something with it now.
I'll bring up the left fielder, Hadley Patterson. I don't know what the NIL situation is for high school, but she needs to get a sponsor by Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
She representing
There's a lot of
the Buc-ee Beaver sticker.
The team could probably be represented by Buc-ee's if they wanted to.
And our own Sam Camp could be represented by Buc-ee's. Let's go ahead and throw that out there.
Don't even start.
1-0 pitch.
I'm not even going to
Swung
try
on.
to give
This
Sam.
could be some trouble, but it's going to go foul.
That was
Almost found a hole.
No man's land for sure. Tell you what, she's got the golf look going on. One glove on.
She does.
Yeah, right hand doesn't have a glove.
1-1. Swing and a miss way outside. She wanted to get that one.
Yeah. Almost spun around on that one.
1-2. She has settled down here. Yeah, almost did a 360. That says she can settle down here with a 1-2 pitch. Swung foul.
Stay alive.
Now you bring up the golf analogy there with the one glove on. Let's see if she can hit like a little sand wedge or pitching wedge just out in no man's land. Almost did that down the foul territory. Let's see if she can find a hole. 1-2. Inside. Kind of backed away from that one. Two swung on. That's going to find the geez, it's going to find the shortstop, but almost collided there with the left fielder Mason. That is the first out of the inning, and I'll bring up
That's a good
the right fielder Libby Burks. Do what?
I said that was a good at bat for Hadley.
That was a good at bat.
Her to come in this position in the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Her first start since earlier in the season, so in the lineup.
Libby single up the middle.
Going through.
That's going to get through.
That's her job right there. Advance the runners, and now you're back to the top.
I'll bring up Maddie Dollar.
So now you got Maddie on. You could be looking at possibly a bunt laid down here.
Maddie usually finds a way. Sorry, Hayden.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I was just saying, Maddie usually finds a way.
Yeah. Runs are at, hey, I'm just going to keep saying it. Runs are at a premium.
Yep.
So you got 2 on, 1 out. You can do something here.
Looked like a change-up, curveball, something like that. That had Maddie fooled.
Did not look like she was ready for that pitch.
That was – it was like in between, I need to swing at it, then it turned into an emergency hack trying to just get a piece of it. Outside corner, 0-2.
All right, now you got to protect. Throw away the bunt now.
Which would be the perfect time to bunt.
Yeah.
If you can just get it in fair territory.
Get it somewhere, yeah.
And Phil starts to back away. Just outside.
Okay, well, I thought that was strike 3.
It looked like the same pitch. Very close to it. Good eye by Maddie, 1-2. Swung on, chopper over to shortstop, throw over to second is the only out they'll get. So force out at second from Libby Burks. Frakes moves to third. And Maddie's on with the fielder's choice.
Big spot here for Laney. Trying to get that one over at third.
So Laney Kate coming up to the plate. Bunt shown, taken back, in there for a strike. Throw down to second. Not in time.
I think that was designed there.
I think it was. I think that was a cutoff, but that was a little weird looking. So Maddie goes down to second with a stolen base. Runners at Second and third here with 2 outs. Crucial runs right there ready to be scored. If Laney Kate can find a hole somewhere. 1-0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. Third base creeps in. Swung on, chop foul. I'll bring the count to 1-2. Laney Kate going to have to protect here with 2 strikes. Nunley looking to get out of it for Marshall County. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs. Throw to third, not in time. Bring the count even.
They're just checking. 2's across the board now. You can rip one down right.
There's a hole.
There's a hole there.
There's a hole up the middle, too. Outside corner called strike 3. Good pitch by Nunley. And that ends things there in the top of the third. Lawrence County threatens with runs, but nothing to show for it. We're heading to the bottom of the third inning. Still scoreless here in the championship matchup. You're watching Lawrence County softball here on the X Sports Network.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. We're in the bottom of the third inning here, still scoreless. We've got the 9-1-2 spots on the lineup here for the Marshall County Tigerettes. Perryman is up to the plate here. First pitch from Callie, just downstairs, 1-0. This game is going by quicker, Hayden. Only 34 minutes elapsed. By this time, the last game, it was closing in on an hour.
Of course, there was a lot of runs scored, too.
A lot of runs, yes.
Right
a lot
here,
of runs, a lot of action going on.
Right here, Taylor, this is the 9-0 hitter from Marshall County. You got to get this first out here, the leadoff person.
Yep.
That way, because you got Taylor on deck, and she is quick as lightning. We're going to keep on – I'm going to keep on saying it. She's probably one of the most dangerous players, if not the dangerous player in district. Yep.
Scoreboard was wrong. That should have been that was a 1-2 pitch. So now it's 1-2.
I said, yep, there it is. But then I saw the scoreboard and I was like, oh, never mind.
I said 1-2. That was a 1-1 pitch. Now it is 1-2. Popped up in the middle underneath it, and calling off everybody is Laney Kate for the first out. And you're right, that is a crucial out because she can run just as fast as Taylor can. And we all know what Taylor did in the first inning.
She was over at third in a heartbeat.
You blink and she's already at third base. Very good athlete. She got on via a walk, so she's technically 0 for 0 today with no at bat. First pitch is a ball outside. Third baseman Maddie Dollar is playing in a little bit, as is first baseman Reagan Freites ever so slightly. That pitch is in the dirt, 2-0. If Marshall County wins the game, we'll just go in scenario mode here. Obviously, they win it, and so they're be the district champion. If Lawrence County does win this game, then that will force game 2 of the championship matchup, and that will be winner take all.
It's double elimination. Marshall County, they haven't been beat yet in the tournament. Marshall was the only loss Lawrenceburg has had the entire tournament. Had a nail biter against Tullahoma this last game.
3-1 pitch upcoming here for Taylor. Here it is. Swung on foul.
All right, now 3-2 count.
Three-two pitch. Swung on line drive. That's a gapper. That's going to be out into the left field wall and going to third base. Standing up is a triple for Taylor. And just like that, Hayden, she's back on third.
Yep, just like it.
Hadley kind of took a funky route towards that ball, and it got by her, so they had to chase it down into that left field wall territory, and that allowed Taylor to just run like crazy along the base pass, and she's already over there at third base. So the first run of the ball game, 60 feet away for Marshall County. One out here that will bring up the left fielder Mason. As time is called, third base coach has a quick word with her. So Lady Cats need to clamp down things defensively. See if Callie can lock down pitching-wise. She did in that first inning, because Taylor was over there with, I think, one out again. Or no. She was over there with, she was over the one out.
Yep.
She was over one out. And then back-to-back strikeouts. Or excuse me, pop out and then a strikeout Callie Brown had to end things. Let's see if she can do the same. First pitch misses downstairs for a ball. One O's in there for a strike, 1-1.
You can get a fly out or a strikeout, or a fly out in the infield and then a strikeout. You're in a good spot to leave them stranded again.
Just do the same thing you did in the first inning. Swung, pop, foul. That's good to get out of play.
Now you're ahead 1-2. Try to make them go upstairs for something.
Callie ready, 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's a strikeout for the second out of the inning. And now I'll bring up the catcher, Stewart. She's 0 for 1, and she was called out on strikes her last time. Taylor's still over there at third base. Marshall County would love to have her come across for that first run. Lawrence County trying to do something different than that. That's prevent her from scoring. First pitch foul. That's going to get back. Here's the 0-1. Just missed on the outside, 1-1. Callie's done a fantastic job, Hayden, of really commanding her pitches. She's not missing by much, but she's locked in and really pitching well.
She's been very unpredictable with her pitches in a good way. That
yes. Keeping the hitters off balance. Popped up. Tough play over there. That's caught by Hadley Patterson. Good play over there by Hadley in left, charging in towards that ball. That is the third out. And once again, Taylor is stranded over there at third base. We're heading to the top of the fourth, still scoreless here. Championship matchup between Lawrence County and Marshall County. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the X Sports Network.
Hey, I'm Peyton Bowie, the children's pastor at Mars Hill Baptist Church, and it's crazy to think that summer is just around the corner. If you're like me and you're already planning what you're going to be doing and where you're going to be going for the summer, go ahead and put Vacation Bible School at Mars Hill down on your calendar. June the 9th through the 12th from 9 a.m. to noon for any kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. This year, our theme is True North, where we're going to be looking at all that God has created to help us really understand and discover who God is and how amazing He is and what it means to have a relationship with Jesus. So come join us June 9th through the 12th at Mars Hill Baptist Church from 9 a.m. to noon, kids 4 years old all the way through 5th grade. We can't wait to see you there.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Taylor Plott here alongside my partner Hayden Burks. We're heading to the top of the 4th inning. Still scoreless here. Championship matchup, Game 1. Lawrence County wins. We will have a Game 2 immediately following this one. Again, Lady Cats had to come in here in order to win the district championship. They had to win 3 games. But the first one, Hayden, all important, that was the winner go home, and if you won it, you at least clinch a spot in the region.
Yeah.
They got it done.
Exactly. You know, I know there was 2 goals today. You already took care of one. Your season's not going to end. You won the first game, which was a necessary and a must. Now you have to win 2 to win the district, but then again, we've seen crazier things happen.
Pitch misses downstairs for a ball, 1-0. This is Maldonado at the plate, and she was the hero of that game against Tullahoma. Game-winning 3-run homer in the bottom of the 6th. That pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1.
Sorry, I had to keep my mouth shut on that one.
That was a bit high,
yeah.
We'll say. I'll say this umpire's been pretty consistent, so that was a bigger miss than he usually had tonight. That's outside, swung on and missed, strike 2. Nunley ready, 1-2 pitch. That's going to be upstairs, 2-2. I'll tell you one thing, Hayden. I know that, big emotions for that first game, so you come out on top in the way that you did going into this championship matchup. Here you are, 0-0 in the top of the 4th. You're getting to that point now where your confidence continues to increase because you keep shutting them down. Mm-hmm. You just need some runs to come across for you. Is that pitch going to get down for a base hit? Little bloop over there by Maldonado, but good backup by the catcher there, overthrow by right field.
I mean, the longer and longer this game goes, in my opinion, goes in Lawrence County's favor.
Mm-hmm. I think that's completely right. We'll have a pinch runner here, courtesy runner, that's going to be number 23, Sarah Morrison. Sorry, Hayden.
Now you know you've got that monkey off your back. You haven't made it to the region since 2017. Now you can actually say, hey, now let's go out here, have some fun. Let's go try to win a district championship. Because then again, a district championship is at stake, but at least you know it's not win or go home at this point.
Yeah, and you can just go for it. Don't be afraid to lose. The pitch is in there for a strike to Hagan, who's the designated player this evening. Her and her pitching opponent for Tullahoma had a little bit of a rough start, but both offenses were just clicking on all cylinders to start the game. Then everything kind of leveled off. So that pitch misses downstairs for a ball. So she is the DP for tonight, and Callie Brown will be the pitcher most likely for the entirety of the game unless she gets into a lot of trouble. Swung on, driven,
boys,
out towards left field, and that is gone.
That's gone.
That is gone. Elizabeth Hagan, 2-run homer, and their Lady Cats are up 2-0.
Yep.
I kind of had to do a little double take on that one because that was really close to the wall and it snuck over.
Ricky Frakes gave us the heads up out there.
He did. He said, "Yep, it's gone."
He said, "Yep, it's out of here."
So Elizabeth Hagan gets the scoring start in this game, 2-0 now in favor of your Lady Cats. But
yeah.
Hayden, just like last game I said, don't let your foot off the gas.
Well,
because Marshall County's going to fight back.
Look, yeah. Now they got over that hump where they can put some runs on the board now. And there's no outs.
Yeah, about to say there's no outs in this top of the fourth, so scoring might not be over yet.
Yep. 2-run home run and something in the concession stand smells good. So it's a good day here.
Pitch misses outside for a ball. I don't know what that is.
I don't know, but it smells amazing.
That might be the seasoning they're putting on the burgers.
It might be. I'll tell you what, them sliders
I might want another one now. 1-0. Inside, 2-0.
And you know the person that's probably the most happiest here is the one at the plate now with Callie.
Yes.
Because she's pitching. You're now up 2-0, and you got some insurance on your back. So
got some insurance. You're pitching well already. You've been holding Marshall County scoreless.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you held them hitless until that last half inning. That's inside, or in there for a strike, I should say, 3-1.
Reagan Frake's dad said, I'm going to start wearing baseball hats to the games. He said, I haven't worn one all year. I'm not going to let him wear another. I'm not going to let him not wear another one anymore.
Grounder over the second baseman, catch him, throw to first is in time for that first out. So 4-3 on the put out. That'll bring us to the center fielder, Lily Lloyd, who is over on with a ground out. She grounded to second her last time. First pitch by Nunley, bunt shown, but taken back. That's going to be outside for a ball. Tell you what, Nunley has not pitched bad at all. It was just that one pitch that Hagan was just ready for. And it cost him with the 2-run homer. Bunted. That's going to get that's going to get foul. That's going to get foul.
Did she touch it?
She did not touch it, I don't think. That was a close call, though, but she did not touch it from my perspective, so that ball does roll foul.
I say it didn't look like she touched it, but I just kind of everybody just looked like they froze a little bit.
So Lily back in with the 1-1 pitch upcoming from Nunley.
That was a good laydown, though, by Lily.
That was fantastic. Just rolled foul. That's going to be outside for a ball, 2-1.
Looks like Lawrenceburg and Stone Memorial, Lawrence County Baseball. And Stone Memorial are about to have their first pitch of the game.
That's going to be bunted foul.
So, baseball team, all they got to do is win 2 to go to the sub-state. But if they win the first 2 games, then they automatically are the region champs, and they will host a sub-state game at Tom Cruise Field.
That will be very ideal.
Yes. Just win 2.
Pop. That's going to get foul out of the side of the netting. Heads up over there in the stands. Lily staying alive here. looks like the ball was trying to get back into the field of play and ended up getting into a fan's lap.
Having fun at the ballpark.
2-2 pitch. Change it up on her. That's a good pitch by Nunley. And strikeout swinging by Lily. Now I'll bring up the first baseman, Reagan Frakes, 1 for 1 with a single. She had the first single of the ball game, actually. Base is empty. Lawrence County already up 2-0 thanks to that 2-run homer by Elizabeth Hagan. Nunley trying to work out of the top of the fourth here. Swung foul. 0-1. Swung on, driven towards center field. Camped underneath it is Taylor, and she grabs it for the third out of the inning. Productive inning, though, for your Lady Cats. 2-run homer by Elizabeth Hagan brings the score to 2-0. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching Lawrence County Softball here on the X Sports Network.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee. The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years. And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Taylor Plott here alongside Hayden Burks. 2-0 your score in favor of the good guys as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Due up for Marshall County, 4, 5, 6 spots. Walls, Ridley, and Cole. First pitch to Walls is swung on a miss. Strike one. One's pop foul. That's going to get out of play, and it's quickly 0-2.
Like somebody's literally over here. So. Brown's been doing a really good job, too. Hagan did really good in the first game, but now Brown, she's done a really good job, too, getting ahead in the count.
1-1. That's going to be pop foul. Heads up. Back over here. It looks like he's going to roll back behind us.
I'm just waiting for people to start scattering like roaches.
Here comes 1-2. Swung on line drive. This could be dropped by Maddie Dollar. Throw to first is in time, though. Good recovery.
Yeah, man.
Should have had it on the line drive catch, but
no, they smoking it out there behind us. So
smoking going on over here. Is the grill on fire, Hayden? You got a better look than I do.
Well, no, it's literally on fire.
Is it literally on fire? I'm going to have to get up and look at this thing.
Hey, that's why the burgers are so good.
Yeah, really.
Heads up.
Pitch is fouled back, and we do have a fire on the grill.
You can see it on the screen.
You can, yeah, you can. Look on the right side of your screen. Looks like they got it calmed down now. Yeah, you're right. That's why the burgers were so good.
Because they were on fire.
They were on fire. Way outside, 1-1. Maddie Dollar over there getting choked by the smoke. She was waving her hand in front of her face. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, strike two. Ridley looking to hang here with 2 strikes. 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. That's out number 2. I'll bring up first baseman Cole. She walked her first time up. I tell you what, Hayden, Callie is locked in.
Sorry, I was laughing at what Giselle said. She said, it smells like smoke out here.
And there, strike one.
Yep, Kelly's starting to get in the groove now. Third base umpire, he's just chilling with his arms crossed.
Hadn't had much to do over there.
Much to do over there. That's in
Inside corner for a strike, 0-2. I thought that was a little further inside, but Cole was kind of
strike zone.
Well, Cole was kind of hugging the plate, so she was very close to that strike zone anyway. Swung back foul.
Stay alive.
Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And we're heading to the top of the 5th inning. Your score, 2-0 in favor of the Lawrence County Lady Cats. You're watching Lady Cats softball here on the X Sports Network.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years' experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
Welcome back to Reese Hambrick Field here on the campus of, technically, I think it's Marshall County Elementary School.
Yeah.
High school is just right down the road.
There, middle school I think's over there, and high school is just right down the road.
Yeah, right down the road over here, kind of the school complex over here in Lewisburg. 2-0 your score in favor of your Lady Cats. Due up this inning as we're in the top of the 5th now will be the 8-9-1 spots in the lineup with Hadley first, then Libby Burks, and then back to the top with Maddie Dollar. Hadley's 0 for 1 with a little pop out that happened over between third and short. So she's looking to get in the hit column tonight. Nunley still pitching for Marshall County as that pitch is.
That's foul.
That's going to be foul. That was right on the line.
Yep.
Wow. We've had a couple of those so far. They've just been very close to being in the perfect spot. Oh, 1. That's going to be upstairs, 1-1.
Looks like all that smoke looks like it's out in the outfield. Looks kind of dense out there.
It is. There's not a lot of wind, so it just kind of feels like it's sitting here.
There,
Swung on. That's going to be off the end of the bat. Tough play over there. That's going to be dropped over there at the first baseman. Hadley's going to be on with the single. I say a single. Technically, that will be a E3.
Yeah, E3, yeah. So, at this point, you just need to keep on trying to put some runs in play. Get as much insurance as you can get, because we've seen Marshall County, they can get hot real quick.
So Hadley over there at first base. Libby Burks back to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single up the middle. Let's see if she can do it again. That's going to be downstairs for a ball. Look over at the first base dugout, Hayden. They've got a nice little light display over there. I just now noticed that. That's missed for a ball. What night is it tonight with the, is it like beach night?
2-0 count.
Hawaiian night. It's Hawaiian night.
Okay. That's a shot.
Swung on. That's going to get caught out there by the center fielder, Taylor. That ball looked like it was dying out there. Looked like she had a little tough time getting to it.
I thought it was going to drop a little bit in front of Taylor, and Libby was going to be able to get on. Looked like it was just going to be another bloop single.
So we do have confirmation. It is Hawaiian night.
Hawaiian night.
That pitch down the dirt. That's going to allow Hadley to make her way down to second base on the pass ball.
Let's see.
Tell you what, Hawaiian night, I love how, it's not just the players taking part of this, it's the fans and the little kids being part of it too, all the festivities.
You just wait for Big Kahuna Week next year.
Oh, yeah.
For Lawrence County. They go big.
I've heard about it, but I have not yet been able to be a part of it yet, so I'm looking forward to it next year.
It's unreal. Looks like a beach in Ralph Bentz Memorial Gymnasium.
That pitch is in there for a strike. They'll bring the count to 2-1.
Remember, I was a little kid. They have the club nominates a Big Kahuna candidate, and they try to raise money for the Mickey Dunn scholarship. And I remember one year there was a candidate, he brought in a Wii when it first came out and had people play Just Dance for $1.
Nice. Bunted. Tough play. No play.
Yep. Speaking of dollar.
Dollar's back on base. Bunt single.
Yep.
Hit it in the perfect spot.
Runners on the corners. You better believe Maddie, she's going to take off.
Question is, what play for first and third does Marshall County get into? Are they going to do a cutoff, try to prevent
I think that's
Hadley,
what they're going to do.
Yeah, trying to prevent Hadley from scoring.
Well, if I'm Hadley, I really wouldn't think
There
about
goes
it.
Maddie,
There goes
and that's
Maddie.
what they're doing.
Like I said, I don't see Hadley taking off. So now you got two in position.
So technically that's not a stolen base. That will be defensive indifference because they just allowed her to go to second. Upstairs 2-0. Nunley's having a little tough time here finding the zone.
He's kind of struggled here as of late.
One out. Runners at second and third. Dollar at second. Patterson at third. That pitch is in there for a strike. I'll bring the count to 2-1. Insurance runs right there for the Lady Cats that they desperately need.
Nunley, she's just taking her time here.
I don't blame her. Just try to,
kind of refocus.
Refocus, kind of take a breath. Bunted foul. And I'll bring the count even to 2 apiece. Again, I'll say this about Nunley. She has not pitched bad.
No, she
Neither
has not.
pitcher has pitched bad. There's the only blemish was the pitch that she threw that Hagan hit for a 2-run homer. That's the only blemish of the ball game. Nunley has pitched very well.
Oh,
another
nice
great pitch by her as that is swung on and missed. Fooled Laney Kate King. She strikes out, and now they'll bring up Maldonado.
There's 2 on, and Maldonado's at the plate.
Usually something good happens.
And we saw it last game. So let's speak it into existence again.
I was going to say it again. If there was another spot for a home run, it would be this. Swung on.
I swear
hit
to
deep.
my time.
That's caught out there by the center fielder, Taylor. Oh, my Lord. I almost called another one, but that one was just short of the wall. Caught out there by the center fielder, Taylor. 2 runners strand on the bases for Lawrence County, but they still hold that 2-0 lead. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th, 5th. You're watching Lawrence County softball here on the Exports Network.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
And welcome back to the X Sports Network. Heading to the bottom of the 5th inning here. Lady Cats still up 2-0. Did threaten that last half inning. Stranded runners on second and third. Well, here we go in the bottom of the 5th. Due up. Bottom of the lineup here for Marshall County. 7, 8, 9 spots. Ketchum is up at the plate. She was called out on strikes her first time up. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Lawrence County, this is a big bottom of the 5th here because they need to make sure to get these 3 up and down, and that way they have the top of the lineup in the bottom of the 6th where it's kind of not too little too late, but they got to force them to make plays.
Yep. You don't really want them to come up in the top of the 7th and try to get a good rally going. But at the same time, you do want to get 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the 5th, as that is back behind us again for a foul. Hope everybody's okay back there. Looks like it will be. But to finish my thought, you don't want the bottom of the lineup to get runners on base.
Exactly.
And then you get the top lineup that comes around, and now you've got scoring opportunities. You want to have the top lineup, like you said, in the 6th inning, nobody on base, and you got to force them to actually create something. 2-2. That's going to be down in foul territory and just out of the reach. Laney Kate over there once again.
I thought she was going to lay out for it that time.
Tell you one thing, especially with Laney Kate out there at short, she gives 120% effort on every single play.
True. She laid out in that first game, tried to get that final out. That's
popped up, back behind the plate, and that's just out of reach of Maldonado. That was a tough play on the catcher because she had to kind of turn around and kind of move back towards the infield, and sometimes that can be a little tricky. So we'll do a 2-2 pitch all over again. Catch them at the plate.
Upstairs.
In there, called strike 3 again. Callie is just absolutely locked in right now.
How many strikeouts she's got? 3, 4?
She has got, let me go to the score sheet real quick. She has got 8 strikeouts.
8 strikeouts?
She has got 8 strikeouts.
I guess I need to pay attention a little bit more.
Weiser at the plate was one of those strikeouts. She struck out swinging her last time. Bunt shown, taken back, swung on, fouled. Corners playing slightly in here with 1 out. That is bunted. Back to the pitcher. Callie gathers, throws over to first. That's going to be overthrown into right field. Libby's going to have a tough time getting that. Around second goes Weiser, throw in, and she's at third base. I can't tell from this vantage point if that was just a bad throw by Callie. I think it was.
Okay.
So the error allows Weiser not only to get to second, but round second and get to third.
You can't get rattled on that. 'Cause now
nope.
You got to hold them.
Got to hold them. This is Perryman at the plate now. Pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Weiser is 60 feet away from the first run of the ball game for Marshall County.
Because now we're going to keep talking about it this entire game, but Taylor's on deck, and so with 1 or 2 out, she can do damage.
You would rather have her lead off the next inning. Bunted, that's going to get back towards the net foul. That pitch in there, 1-2. Crucial pitch here for Callie. One, two. Popped up in the infield. Underneath it is Frakes, and she drops it. Over to second, and in there safe. Runs coming home. They're not going to be able to tag her. Throw over to third is going to be in time, though, for the second out. So if there's any silver lining to what just happened there, you do prevent a runner from being at third base there with 2 outs. Or excuse me, with 1 out. But another error, this time by Frakes.
Let's calm down. Charlie's out there calming them down.
Yeah, just need to calm down a little bit. First run of the ball game for Marshall County. So that's an interesting play there. So you've got an error on Frakes, and then you've got the runner scoring on the throw to second, and then you've got a 4-5 put out for the runner trying, or excuse me, a
4-2.
4-2 for the to 5 on trying to get the runner. Thank you, Hayden. Trying to get the runner out at home first and then from home to third. That pitch fouled back towards the netting. So base is empty here with 2 outs. And all you want for Callie and your Lady Cat defense is just to get that third out and get things to the top of the 6th with a 1-run lead. Swung on line drive. That's going to get
over the head,
off the glove of Hadley in left field. Throw to second. They got to play, but Taylor is going to be too quick, and she's going to be in there. So another error on the play there. That's the 3rd error of the ball game here for your Lady Cats. And the tying runs in scoring position now with 2 outs.
All 3 of them have happened in this inning, too.
Yep. Throwing error by Callie. Error by Frakes. And now error by Hadley. Throw down to third. They got her if they can have the ball caught, and they don't. So Taylor is down to third with the stolen base. And so the tying run is now 60 feet away for the Marshall County Tigerettes. Madison Mason at the plate here, 0 for 2. Pitch downstairs, 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. Swung on, line drive, caught out there by Lily Lloyd, and that ends things here in the bottom of the 5th. Marshall County does get on the board, though. They are trailing by 1 as we head to the top of the 6th. 2-1 your score in favor of the Lady Cats. You're watching Lawrence County softball here on the X Sports Network.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network here. We head to the top of the 6th inning. 2-1 your score in favor of the Lady Cats. And Hayden, that thing's not wanting to charge for some reason. It just says it's not charging, so I don't know if it's capable.
Well, my phone was working to it. See if that one works. We're having a little technical difficulties here on the X Sports Network.
iPad's just wanting to need a little bit of charge. Nope, it's not wanting to do that, so I might need to, in between games here, if Lady Cats do find a way to stay ahead and win this game, run to the car and get my Apple charger from my phone or from my car. Due up here for your Lady Cats, 4, 5, 6 spots in the lineup. Pitch is in there for a strike to Elizabeth Hagan. She had that big 2-run homer her last time up. Why not speak another one to existence? It'd be nice to have a solo shot right here. Floater in there for a strike. Good pitch by Nunley, and it's quickly 0-2. That's going to be, woo, over there.
That was close.
First base dugout. Looks like it hit one of the coach's hands.
Good block.
Everything's okay, though. Oh-2 again. Line drive, single. I say single. I take that back. What a heck of a play out there by the right fielder, Perryman. I thought that was going to be in there for a single, but Perryman had a chance to throw to first, and she did. 9-3 on the putout for the first out. Now I'll bring up the pitcher, Callie Brown, who's 0 for 2. Maybe what happened there is I didn't say single before the hit happened.
That's right.
I said it while the hit was happening, and then that jinxed it and got the first out.
Good job, Taylor.
I take full responsibility of that one. First pitch to Callie misses for a ball. As they always say, watch the play develop before you make the determination of what has just happened. Callie looking at a 2-0 count here. Swung on, line drive. Now that, I can tell you, will be in there for a single. It's a good piece of hitting there by Callie. Helps herself out. And now we got one on with one out here, and we've got Lily Lloyd coming to the plate.
Now would be a great time for one of those bloop singles.
And we'll have Aubrey Dollar be the courtesy runner for Callie. So more speed on the base pass here, and let's see how aggressive head coach Lloyd is going to end up being here. He got a crucial insurance run there at first base.
I think they're going to send Dollar. I mean, just get that runner in scoring position because now it's 2-1. You're at 2, 3, 4 in the lineup for Marshall County in the bottom of the 6th, so whatever you can get. Yep.
Dollar goes. Throw was in time but dropped, and so she's in there at second base. So that third run of the ball game for the Lady Cats, 120 feet away. That pitch was a strike to Lily, so she has an 0-1 count. Bunt shown, but taken back as a ball, and even the count to 1 apiece. Bunted. First baseman catches it, throws over to the second baseman covering for the second out.
Hey, got that runner 60 feet away from play at Belts in 90th. This ain't baseball.
So that 3-4 put out will advance Dollar to third base, and with 2 outs, another run right there for the taking. That is if Reagan Freights can find a way to drive in Aubrey Dollar. 2-1 your score in favor of the Lady Cats here in the 6th. Swung on, that's going to get through for a single, and that will allow that third run to cross. Crucial insurance run there. Good piece of hitting by Reagan Freights. And it is now 3-1 in favor of your Lady Cats. Now we'll have Hadley coming up to the plate. 0 for 2 with a fly out.
We're going to have a...
It looks like we're going to end up having...
I think it's Sarah Moore. Yeah, it's Sarah.
Sarah's going to end up running for Reagan.
Well, now you're back up by 2. So that's a positive. There's 2 outs, so just gotta take care of business to the bottom of the 6th and 7th now. Looks like we'll have a different hitter in the game now too.
It looks like we're gonna have a double switch.
That is Lovell.
Now we're gonna have Audrey Lovell coming to the plate here.
She had a big spot against Murfreesboro Central, I believe. I think she had a double, RBI double, I think.
I think that's right, yeah.
I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure now I think about it.
So Lovell in for Patterson. Sarah Morrison now running at first base for Frakes. And we'll see what Audrey does here with 2 outs. First pitch. Throw down to second.
It's in time.
Is in time, but safe. Sarah gets in there under the tag.
What do they call that last pitch? A strike, a ball?
I think that was a ball. She bunted, but pulled it back, and I believe it was high for a ball, so it should be 1-0. Yep, 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0, yep.
Another insurance run in scoring position. 1-0. Outside, 2-0. That's going to be swung foul.
Way to stay aggressive on it. Getting that timing.
If Lovell were to reach here, Libby Burks is lurking on deck, and Libby is 2 for 2. Foul tipped. And it's now 1 and 2. Sorry, 2 and 2.
Goes across the board now.
That's going to be pop foul again. Lovell staying alive. We'll have the 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's going to be swung. Foul ball. Call foul ball.
Right. Keeping it alive here.
That's a good call for Audrey because I think that would have been a 5-3 put out to end the inning. Would have been close over there at first, though. But she stays alive here. Another 2-2 count upcoming. 2 outs, runner in score position. 3-1 your score. Swung on, flied out towards left field. That's going to end up likely getting down. It will get down in front of the fence. That's going to allow Morrison to score from second. And the Lady Cats are up 4-1.
That's how you come into the game and make an impact.
They had the left fielder. I think the entire outfield was actually playing in.
Yeah.
And she just swung on and hit that one hopper towards the fence.
Now it's Libby's turn.
Now Libby, I said she's 2 for 2. I apologize. She's 1 for 2 with a single. But now she has the opportunity to become 2 for 3 and add an RBI to her list. Nunley pitches, swung on, chopped, shortstop, throw to first, just barely in time. And that ends things here in the top of the 6th. Another productive inning, though. Another 2 spot on the board for the Lady Cats. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 your score. You're watching Lady Cats softball here on the Exports Network.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Welcome back to the Exports Network. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning here. 4-1 your score in favor of the Lady Cats, but Marshall County will try to get back into this ball game. Again, if the Lady Cats win this, they have to beat Marshall County twice, so then there will be a game following this one, and that will be the win, and not necessarily go home, because both of these teams are in the regions, but it will be a win and your district champion situation. That pitch looks like it missed for ball 1. This is Stewart at the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and fly out. Now it looks like we got someone out in right center field with the lights, and now they turn them off.
And they just turn it back
turn
on.
it back on again. That pitch is fouled. And it's 1-1. Now we're going to have time again. It looks like the car is backing
leaving.
up. They're backing up. It looks like they are. Yeah, they are backing up. So it looks like they are leaving, and now we'll be able to get things started back up here.
Don't blame the umpire.
So you've heard of a thing called a lightning delay. Well, that was a lighting delay. Pitch is fouled. The fact you didn't kind of chuckle at that kind of hurt me a little bit. It was a corny joke.
I've seen. Well, no, I was watching this pitch. Sorry, I was locked in because I was.
You were locked in. You were looking right at him.
Yeah, in Little League there was kind of the same incident, but the person out in the car was upset. There's a strikeout.
Strikeout swinging.
They were told to cut their lights off, so they kept on flickering the lights throughout the game. And eventually they had to get police officer to go out there and say, "Hey, look, you better cut the game. You better cut those lights off, or you're gonna have to figure something out."
Yeah. Looks like we have another car pulling up towards right field. But it looks like they're behind cars back there, so that should not be an issue. So one out in the inning. And now this is Walls at the plate as she swings and misses for strike one. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out.
Will Pettis, shout out. He said, "Taylor, I like the joke."
Thank you, Will. I appreciate it. That pitch is in there for a strike. I thought it was clever, but you were just too locked in to acknowledge it.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of that story, too, trying to tell you, and I don't know, my mind fogged up there for a second.
That pitch misses ball one. Looks like the throw back to the pitcher got away. So Callie will have a 1-2 pitch upcoming here with one out. 4-1 your score in favor of the Lady Cats. Again, like I mentioned, if the Lady Cats win this, there will have to be another game. They had to beat Marshall County twice in order to be claimed district champions, since Marshall County is still undefeated.
Yep. And again, as for the district championship, both these teams are in the region, so district championship and a first round host game will be at stake.
Pitch.
Got every bit of the end of that one.
Almost swung it like a golf club on that one, but that was poked out towards Laney Kate for an out.
Talking about golf swings all day.
So 2 outs now, and that will bring up Ridley. She's 0 for 2 with the fly out, and she got called out on strikes her last time up. Pitch inside, 1-0. Well, I go back to what I said earlier in the game, Hayden, where, you have your momentum. The way that you won that last game was absolutely fantastic. You're sky high. You've clinched a regional spot. So you got the elephant off your back for not being able to do that for 8 years. So now you come into this game, now you're feeling good. You're having fun. You got a 4-1 lead. But the thing is that you got to be careful about is that pitch misses for a ball, 2-0, is you've carried your momentum into this. Let's say you go ahead and you win this first game. Marshall County is going to come out swinging and firing and trying to be clicking on all cylinders that second game. So you want to be able to handle that the best you can, because believe it or not, if you go into regional play, you're going to be kind of going off of what you had that last game momentum-wise.
Yeah.
That pitch misses for a ball, and that's a walk.
They have done a really good job, though, keeping up with a lot of pitches. And overall, I mean, it's just – then again, the way I was talking to several people about it, this game is, you got to take it one game at a time. Your first game, the goal is to win and lock yourself into the region, and your season's going to keep on going regardless of what happens in the championship game. Now you got that out of the way. Now you take this game. You got to win this game to get to the next game for the championship. And then after that, for all the marbles.
That's exactly right. That's the mentality you need to have. Yes, you're glad to have that momentum coming into this game, and it's showing. You're up 4-1, and you're pitching a very good game, a one-hitter so far against a really good Marshall County team. That pitch misses for a ball. So you don't, I guess what I'm trying to get at, moral of the story, you don't want to have that momentum being your entire reason of winning and being here. You need to lock in, take it one game at a time, but ride that momentum as best you can. So that pitch is swung on, popped up underneath is Bella Grace Walker, and she catches it for the third out. We're heading to the top of the seventh inning. More insurance runs would be nice here for Lawrence County, but they have a 4-1 lead. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the X Sports Network.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Welcome back to the X Sports Network. Hayden Burks has your, what am I trying to say? Director, producer extraordinaire, I guess is what you are.
You can call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner.
And I'm Taylor Platt. We're in the top of the seventh inning. Lady Cats do have that 4-1 lead, and they're looking to add more if they can. Due up will be the top of the lineup here with Maddie Dollar, Lainey Kit King, and Giselle Maldonado. So if you wanted to get some insurance runs, this is the part of the lineup that you want to see coming up.
Exactly. And if you're Lawrence County in the bottom of the seventh, you're seeing the bottom of the lineup.
And it is the bottom. It is 7, 8, 9.
Complete different.
Pitch in there for a strike.
1, 2, 3 for Lawrence County here in the top of the seventh. It's going to be 7, 8, and 9 for Marshall in the bottom of the seventh. But we have seen crazier things, so. You know, this time last game between these two was Marshall County in the top of the seventh that put up 6 runs.
Yep, you're right. Great bunt.
What a bunt
by Maddie. She is safe. The bunter extraordinaire does it again.
Got another runner in.
So, yeah, going back to what you said, you know, things could be interesting. Let's just not make it interesting.
Exactly. Don't make it
Let's force the second game.
Friendly at the plate now.
Pitch in there for a strike. Throw down to second. Is out.
Yeah.
Maddie is caught out over there at second base. Head coach Charlie Lloyd is not liking that call.
Yeah.
And the umpire is giving an explanation, and head coach Lloyd says, I don't like it.
He just going to walk away.
And walk away. That pitch misses for a ball, 1-1.
Of course, again, I mean, you're going to be in the bottom of the seventh. So if you can get as many runs as you possibly can, you need to take advantage of them.
Swung on. That's going to get caught out there by the shortstop Walls for the second out. And I'll bring up the catcher, Giselle Maldonado. Well, looking ahead, if this score does hold and Lawrence County does win and we have a winner-take-all game, I tell you what, Hayden, I know you know this as much as I do. Those are the games that you just dream of. You want to be in those games. Championship on the line, winner-take-all. Those games are just absolutely
course,
amazing to be a part of.
It'll be something, too. I mean, you're going to be going to, if it holds the way it is, you're going to be going to game 3 of the day. That's going
to be the prime time matchup at this point with the time. It's 8:10 right now.
Say, if we go to a game 3, there will be a missed high. Probably won't start till around maybe, I don't know, 8:45, 9.
It might be close to 9. Well, forget about prime time. That's going to be your late night matchup. That's getting into Pac-12 after dark territory. Back to the pitcher. Good play by Nunley. Throw to first is in time. Well, Marshall County has their work cut out for them. They know exactly what they need to do. They need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Let's see what happens. You're watching Lady Cat Softball here on the Exports Network.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Cell phone plans at an affordable price? Only at LE Wireless. When they say wireless for all, they mean it. With yearly plans as low as $5 per month, they say it's the best $60 you'll spend on unlimited talk and text. Ask about their monthly and family plans. They'll succeed in meeting your needs at a price you'll love. And no need to go elsewhere for accessories. Already a customer? Their referral program can put even more money in your pocket at LE Wireless, located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Call today and ask about their free phone promotion.
Welcome back to the Exports Network. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning, 4-1 in favor of the good guys here. Let's see if Lawrence County can shut things down and force the winner-take-all game following this. Like what Hayden mentioned earlier, this is the bottom of the lineup for Marshall County. 7, 8, 9 spots. Here is Ketchum, swung on, fly out towards shortstop Laney Kate. One pitch, one out. Now Weiser is at the plate. She is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That pitch misses for a ball, 1-0.
I'll tell you what, Taylor, I just got to think about this. We might have to check that battery out there in the outfield, see how much more life it's got.
Well, there's a couple things I need to do. One, get a jacket because it is getting a little chilly out here.
Oh,
that pitch is swung on. That's going to get down in front of Lily Lloyd out there in center, so there's a one-out single for Marshall County. I need to get a jacket. I need to get my charger for my iPad. And now I need to check the charger for the outfield camera.
I think it's okay.
I think it was full when we had it out there.
Well, I knew because I had it with me the entire time, and I took it up to work. And I said, you know what, I might need to charge it just in case we go 3.
Oh, you knew what was going on then.
Hey.
Deep down, you knew what was going to happen
today.
Ain't
no fortune teller.
I don't know. We've done a good job at calling some shots tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to test out the lottery tonight.
I might take you up on that offer.
You got smoke again.
The winning numbers are going to be 33, 24, 15, 10. That pitch misses for a ball, 1-1. As the grill has fired back up and we've got smoke.
I'm going to smell like hamburgers when I get home.
That's in the dirt for a ball.
Job.
Almost got a piece of Perryman. But that was also a good stop by Maldonado. Yeah, I'm going to get home. My wife's going to be like, did you just get smothered with hamburgers?
They were good hamburgers, I will say that.
They were fantastic. And they were sliders, too, which is, I love sliders. That misses 3-1. If Perryman does end up reaching, you will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Taylor, which you don't want, but that's what we're going to have. First and second now, 1 out. And Taylor coming up to the plate with a triple, a walk, and she reached on an error. And we will have time, and head coach Charlie Lloyd will make his way out towards the pitcher's circle.
Yeah, and we're having Elizabeth. She's going to come in.
Yep, we're going to have pitch and change, so Elizabeth Hagan will be coming in to pitch here for the Lady Cats. I think this is just a 1-to-1 switch, and it looks like it is. So Elizabeth Hagan will be coming on to try to finish things off here for the Lady Cats. Great pitching by Callie Brown, but she is relieved in favor of Hagan. There's 2 more outs to get. We'll be right back here to finish the action on the Exports Network.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
And welcome back. Elizabeth Hagan on the mound here, 1 out. Great pitching by Callie Brown. Her line right now, 6 1/3 inning. She only allowed 1 run. That was earlier in the game. 9 strikeouts, only allowed 2 hits, and she walked 4. And now Elizabeth on to try to end things here. 2 on with 1 out. That pitch outside for a ball.
Time run at the plate.
And you don't want to see her come across the score if you can help it.
Not.
That pitch in the dirt for a ball. Runner over there at second base. Weiser did have a very large lead, but no throw down.
Pitching away from her right now, trying to be unpredictable.
As much as I would hate it, I say hate it. At this point, I wouldn't mind what that pitch is swung on. Forget about that thought. But you do have the bases loaded because there was no play over there at first.
Yeah.
So an infield single. Everybody moves up. Bases loaded here, 1 out. Now the winning run will be coming up to the plate in the form of Mason, who is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a flyout, and she tried to bunt and grounded out via that.
You only need 2.
Only need 2.
Only need 2.
What I was trying to get at thought-wise is if you did walk Taylor, it's not the end of the world because you end up getting force out at any base. You still have the double play in order. Same situation now with that bunt, or that kind of hit bunt single, if you will. Bases loaded, force out any plate, double play in order. But you're right, just get the 2 outs. So Maddie Mason at the plate. Sorry, Hayden.
1 won't kill you. You can allow.
In there for a strike on 1.
I'll give up third.
Yep, the runner at third doesn't matter. The runner at second doesn't matter. The runner at first does matter. Oh, 1.
Good job.
Good stop. Maldonado, good stop behind the plate. I'll bring the count even to 1 apiece. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Mason looking to spoil things here. Hagan, that's fouled.
Staying alive.
Come on, Madison, you got it. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there.
1-2 again. Here it comes. Chopper, back to the pitcher. Throw to first,
That's
in
okay.
time. That run doesn't matter. Throw back to third. Good stop over there by Maddie.
Yeah, great job.
So 1-3 on the putout. The runner does come home. Everybody moves up one. So now the tying run is at second base, but now there's 2 outs, and you've got Stewart at the plate, who's 0 for 3. Elizabeth Hagan trying to finish things here for the Lady Cats. Outside corner, strike one. Here's the 0-1. Over to Laney Kate. Throw it to first in time, and we will have game 2, winner take all, coming up next here in Lewisburg. Final score 4-2 in favor of your Lady Cats. And we will have, like I said, that winner take all game 2 coming up next. Winner wins the district and will have a hosting spot in the regions. Final score, like I said, 4-2 in favor of your Lady Cats. Some quick numbers here before we toss things back, and we will recap and regroup and have that second game. Callie, like I mentioned, her line, 6 in the third inning, 2 runs allowed. One of them was earned, 9 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, and 4 walks. Elizabeth Hagan had that 2/3 of an inning save out there. She allowed only 1 hit. For the Marshall County Tigerettes, Nunley, 7 innings, 4 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 strikeouts, 9 hits were allowed. Hayden, any final thoughts before we head to that second game?
Well, I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I know this next game is going to be coming up here shortly, and I've got to get my stuff prepped and ready to go. But, hey, good game here for Lawrence County, and let's just bring it home. Game 3.
Can't be a better scenario than this. Like I said, the best thing you can do for anybody who loves sports, loves to play the game, is to be in a winner-take-all situation. We're going to have exactly that coming up next on the X Sports Network. For Hayden Burks, I'm Taylor Platt. Stay tuned. We'll be back here shortly for Game 2, winner-take-all here in the district championship matchup between Lawrence County and Marshall County.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.